but first tonight we have breaking news out of Indianapolis. Right now, police are looking into the death of an infant. Investigators confirming in just the last 15 minutes, someone near Brookside Park found the baby this afternoon. Now, they believe the child was less than a day old. Right now, IMPD is working with the Department of Child Services and the coroner to figure out what might have happened. Police remind Hoosiers of Indiana's safe haven law. That allows parents to surrender an infant anonymously and safely without fear of prosecution. Want to let you know, we will be following this story closely for you overnight. You'll be able to find any breaking developments on Sunrise beginning at 4. Now to a pastor's push for compassion. Right now, one Indianapolis reverend is calling on fellow faith leaders to join him in a fight for people affected by recent funding cuts at the state and federal levels. Logan?
Hey, Jenny. Well, Reginald Fletcher is the Reverend at Living Word Baptist Church, and he says that this is all about fighting for justice and also making sure that he cites the cuts to programs for sparking the growing need for the social services offered at his church. He hopes his call out can link members to clergy, to lawmakers, and bring about change. Reverend Dr. Reginald Fletcher believes it's time for local clergy of all faiths to meet and train how to talk to lawmakers and get their attention using a united voice.
There's a number of legislative policies that are in place presently that are affecting all Hoosiers as well as just people in general.
For example, there's a growing need and a wait list for mental health services in the food pantry inside his church.
Our food pantry the past couple of months have doubled in terms of people coming through and having a need.
He says it gives him flashbacks to when he was a child in the 60s.
The benefits that were fought for through the civil rights movement, now our present administration, both federal and state, are trying to erase all of that and then some.
This is why he's opening the doors to his church to clergy of all faith to discuss how to meet these needs and advocate for people. He's called on social justice fighter, preacher Bishop William J. Barber II, to lead the meeting. He's a past NAACP president from North Carolina and is also the co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign.
Bringing this meeting together is actually to invite Bishop Barber to come in to share with the clergy as to how we can better address our congregants that are actually suffering or even being affected by this.
Fletcher says he wants to lead by example, and he has some of the best inspirations.
As a clergy and as a faith-based believer, our job is to speak for the people. Our job is not to go along with the status quo.
So this meeting is going to be on Saturday, September 13th. It's for clergy only, but it's open to clergy of all faith. You must register for this event. We will have that information for how you can do that on our website at WTHR.com.
All right, Logan Gay live in our newsroom. Thank you. Tonight, a person is in critical condition after a shooting on the near northwest side of Indianapolis. This happened on Eugene Street near 29th and MLK. Police got the call around 8 o'clock tonight. Officers have not confirmed what led to the gunfire or if they've located a suspect. Of course, we'll keep you posted. Attorneys in the Delphi murder appeal want more time to put together their case. One reason is Allen's move to Oklahoma. Richard Allen's appeal is due next week. Allen was convicted of killing Libby German and Abby Williams back in November. Allen's attorneys say there's so much information and so much evidence to go through, and they've only been able to talk to Allen once. Their request for an extension also notes the attorneys are dealing with Allen's transfer to a prison in Oklahoma, and they may have to travel there to meet with him. They say scheduling that visit has been slow. You know, we've been covering the twists and turns of this case for more than 8 years now. Just scan the QR code you see on your screen for a link to our coverage. That'll take you to WTHR.com/Delphi. A heads up for drivers, Indigo starts construction on the Blue Line tomorrow, and that could impact your commute. This is the bus project connecting the airport on the west side to Cumberland on the east side. Most of Washington Street will be closed from Belmont Avenue to Harding Street for about 6 months. One lane will stay open. The intersection of Washington Street and Sherman Drive also will close tomorrow for about 2 weeks. A lot of people across the country spent this Labor Day rallying for workers' rights. Our Jenna Webster caught up with a group gathered at the Indiana State House.
The cowbells are the background noise to this group's frustration.
Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back!
The Labor Day protest is part of a nationwide event focusing on workers over billionaires.
Who's getting the majority of the money? Who earns thousands of percent more than their least workers work? How many people, it's unconscionable. It really, really is.
And this says it all. We need to invest in us. We need to stop letting people that make so much more money dictate our working class life.
But there's really not just one issue for this group.
There's so many things that he's done to mess us up. You'd need all day to talk about it.
Much of the frustration has to do with the Trump administration's policies, including changes made to the federal workforce.
We've lost a lot of federal employees due to cuts. We've had a lot of people that have stepped back. So we really just want to get our workforce back to be able to do the work that they were hired to do.
This is what democracy looks like. We have to show up if we're going to make a difference. No one's going to do it for us.
A message they say goes beyond Labor Day. In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
The weather was great for the long Labor Day holiday weekend. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. We still have 68 in Indianapolis, but already down to 56 in Muncie, 55 Richmond, and 57 in Bloomington and Columbus. Early morning temperatures 55 to 60. From there, we'll be in the mid 60s mid-morning, mid 70s midday. Mostly sunny and warm, highs in the low 80s. Rain chances peak this week late Wednesday into early Thursday as a cold front arrives. I'll have the local timeline in the full forecast.
All right, see you in a few minutes. Angela, thank you. Tonight, Indiana teachers are using a new system to track special education documents for students. But many of them say they're running into some issues. Our Matthew Foltz spoke with a consultant who helped set up this system about the problems and the possible answers.
This year, Indiana teachers are dealing with a new Power School system used to track individualized education programs, or IEPs. Those are plans that help teachers adjust lessons in classrooms for kids with things like ADHD or autism.
What they're really trying to do is increase the accuracy of reporting, ease of monitoring.
Abby West is the special education director of Adam Wells Special Services and a consultant that worked with the State Department of Education to set up this new system, which rolled out back on July 18th.
The legacy system had been in place for about 12 years, so there were thousands and thousands of documents and a lot of data to transfer.
The system is for special education teachers to fill out information for their students to help the state track certain documents for those students.
Unfortunately, it has impacted teachers and their frustration level.
West also works with 5 districts in the northeast part of the state. She says it's now creating issues for teachers. One thing she says is duplicates of documents for one student that may have been transferred over.
If this is a parent, this is their name, we have to have everything under a single entry. And this is what the system is expecting. And so those sort of things where when we were in isolation, it's okay, but when it's an integrated system, it's not.
It's a similar issue teachers are having right here in Central Indiana. Take a look at this Facebook support group page that was started by a special education teacher 2 weeks ago, and it already has over 1,000 members. That teacher tells me over the phone that it used to take about 2 hours to fill out the paperwork. Now it can take up to 4 to 6 hours, leaving her with less time to work with her students.
One of my data managers recently talked to me, and he'd already timed that it was going to be about 15 minutes to hand clean up each record. And so thinking about very large districts, IPS, who have thousands and thousands of students, it's going to be it's going to take some time.
And it's a process West believes will take a little bit of patience before everything is running smoothly. Reporting in Indy, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.